along a horizontal line with this position, its position being 10 over t. Describe its motion at 1. Okay, so if we're talking about motion, um, it's important to understand how we can use calculus to describe motion of a particle. Okay, so let me see. Where do I want to go with this? Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's say, okay, so we have x right here. If we have x prime could be positive or it could be negative, right? Now, that would be the slope, or I'm sorry, the velocity of the function. This equals velocity. If you find x double prime, this would equal the acceleration. Now, acceleration is kind of weird to think about because that could be positive or negative. So, what does it mean when we have a positive velocity and a positive acceleration? What does it mean when we have a positive velocity but a negative acceleration? And what does it mean when we have a negative velocity, a positive acceleration, or a negative velocity and negative acceleration? So we have these four outcomes that can be happening during this event. Okay, if our velocity is positive, then we're going to the right. If our velocity is negative, then we're going to the left. Okay, and then if acceleration is positive, we're going more right. Or I shouldn't say more right. I should say trending right. I don't know if that's a good way to say it. Trending right. And then if acceleration is negative, we're trending left. Okay, now hear me out on this. If our acceleration is positive, then we're getting more positive, right? And so that means this velocity number is getting bigger. And velocity is what you're getting your speed from. That's how fast. That's how you know how fast you're going. If the acceleration is negative and you have a positive velocity, you know what the negative acceleration is doing? The negative acceleration is making the positive number less positive until it becomes negative. Okay, so for just talking about these two guys right here, this guy would be speeding up, and this guy would be slowing down. Because there is a negative acceleration acting on the positive velocity. And so it would be getting less positive. Okay, now let's talk about the negative velocities. If you're going to the left and there's a positive acceleration, that means that positive acceleration is going to make this negative velocity smaller until it becomes positive. And so this one would be slowing down. The last one, think about it, we're going left and then we're trending left. So this negative acceleration is making this negative velocity even more negative. And so this one would be speeding up. Okay, kind of weird, right? But there is a trend here. If your signs are opposite signs, then you're going to be slowing down. If your signs are the same, then you're going to be speeding up. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to just find out what is the sign of x prime and what is the sign of x double prime at 1. So looking at what x prime is, we got this is t, or 10 times t to the negative 1. We would get negative 10 t raised to the negative 2, which is the same as negative 10 over t to the second power. And then our x double prime would be positive 20. That's right. And then t raised to the negative 3. So that would be 20 over t to the positive 3. So we just have to plug in 1 to each of these to see what sign we get. Okay, this one is we get negative 10. So that means our first sign is negative. So it's going to be one of these. And then we plug in 1 to this, we get 20, and so we get a positive. All right, so that means we are slowing down. So speeding up, slowing down. So these ones both say speeding up. It's going to be this one or this one. But which one is it? Are we moving to the left or to the right? Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The velocity is negative, so therefore we are moving to the left. So the answer is C.